Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday Call Live. Let's hear it for our host, our President and CEO, Andy Albright.
Woo, baby. Oh, woo. I don't know about y'all, but I feel some relief. How tied up was I? Guys, look here. What we got? What kind of books we got? Annuity books. 20,000 of them, baby. Let's see what they look like. We got all kinds of announcements today. That one ain't gonna work. Let's try this one. Here we go. All right, annuity books. Is this the first grand opening?
That's it, right there.
All right, y'all ain't interested in this right here, are you?
Oh, no.
This right here. Get the people what they book. Look at these free books.
Yeah, that's right. Woohoo!
Safe money books. Check them out. Check them out. Watch your head. Woo!
Making it rain annuities.
Check them out. I want to see what y'all think about these books. Check one out, Terry. You think you'll buy an annuity now? Hey, guys, 20,000 of them just came in. So agency managers that pre-ordered, co-authors, you are now a official co-author. You can add that to your resume, add that to your little space.
Right.
What do they call it? Space-time page? FaceTime. What is it? What do they call it? Space? Superface? Facebook. You can put this on your little Facebook thing. A co-author. I'm a co-author, and you get all your friends. You get your 2 likes. You'll be fired up.
Right.
7 people viewed. You call your mama and say, please click on my Facebook. I'm a co-author. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hey, and then sell them an annuity, baby. Here you go, Mia. Check them out. These things are bad to the bone. Have y'all seen them sharp? Here you go, Bo. You got to go sell one to, what's his name, Chad. There you go. Let's go, baby. Woohoo! I got announcements.
Come on, get
Whoa! Here you go. Couple more. Woo! Oh, she's injured. That's definitely an OSHA safety hazard. They worried about masks and that fool throwing books. Look, y'all. We got a lot more of them. I'm going to hand them out. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I got to tell y'all this.
All right, tell us. All right.
We have said that this announcement is the biggest in the history of the Alliance.
Come on.
We said that, right?
Mm-hmm. It's got to be big.
I have given raises in my life. I have given people, when I used to work textile mill, I'd walk around like this. They said, what? I said, that's going to be the negotiated
3%,
raise, 3% right there.
baby.
When we's having a good year, you get a 4. I ain't seen no 5 in my life. You know what I'm talking about? 3%, 4%.
Yeah.
Guys, nationwide,
Nationwide, baby.
Nationwide, we're going, listen to me, we're going to raise everybody across the board, every product, every category,
Come on.
every renewal.
Come on, all right.
2020,
20.
2020, because it's 2020, we're going to raise everybody's commission 22% across the country. 22%, baby. Woo! 22%, man. 22%. 22%. Look at that. Just straight up 22%. I have talked to a couple of people in private, confidential. I'll talk to them 30 minutes, and I'll say, you understand that Forrester's is 100% now. And they'll be like, I know. I understand it perfectly. Forrester's is 100% now. And they'll say, now what about the other products?
What about them?
What about the other products? What about the other products? What about them? I said, what about them? 22% on every single product, including HMA.
Come on now.
I know.
It's Christmas.
I know.
It's Christmas.
How did you pull that off? I have signed a lot of papers. I have made a lot of agreements, and I have made a lot of promises. I am betting that we can do this, and we can triple the company.
Yes.
You understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
I'm betting on the top leadership. Actually, I'm betting on every single one of you with a straight up 22% increase. Woo. We're going to pull that into recruiting like crazy, traveling like crazy, leads like crazy, and we are going to triple this thing. Yeah. This is the easiest to understand, most comprehensive commission schedule ever laid out. So if you're on an 80, you're on an 80. And then I have had some people ding-dongs, they say, well, how come I can't be? No insurance company in the world pays the same commission on every one of their products.
That's right.
So our lead product, Strong Foundation, is 100. Sell that. You with me? So if you're on a 75, you're on a 75. If you're on 120, you're on 120. And then I have people say this, everything, and they go, what about, I like it, what about the glow bonus? I go, what about it? It's now 8% of 100%, so it's a real 8% override glow bonus.
Woo!
All the glow bonus are still in there.
Albright,
Does that make sense? Every glow bonus. So when you look at it, if you understand how powerful the glow is, there is exactly 23 points in the glow. So if you're on 100, it's really 123 points, because on 100 you can hire a guy and you still get 8. He hires a guy, you still get 5. And the guy you hired who hired a guy gets 8. And then the next guy who hired a guy gets 8. Next guy who hired a guy gets 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And yours goes down the levels with the glow chart with the 8 and the 5 and 4, and it just keeps going down. Does that make sense? So it's all together. So if you're on a 120, it's like a 143. If you're on an 80, it's 103. And then I get this. What about the super PAC? What about it? Have you read it? Do you understand it? Can I still get promoted? Well, if you ain't done got promoted, I don't know. You say, well, now there's 22% more. I think I'm going to do what it takes to get promoted. Well, then go do it.
That's right.
We believe in you. I think this is going to be the fire, Terry.
Yes,
Do you think so, man?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? Y'all think so? Is this, y'all agree this is the biggest announcement ever? I have given 3%, 5%. I've even promoted people 10% sometimes grid. But I ain't never did 5,000 people get a 22% raise all at one time. Boom, yow. That's what I'm talking about.
That's crazy talk, dog.
That's what I know. So that's my big unveil. And I'm so excited about it. Y'all got to remember, we were part of Integrity. And I had to go to the CEO. I had to talk to the chief revenue. I had to talk to the CEO. I had to sign papers. I had to convince. Jim Henson was in there fighting for the managers. I'll explain to the managers how this affects our extreme bonus. And but this bottom line is our goal, our mandate, our decision now is to dominate. Okay? I'll tell you this. We're rolling out the most aggressive, most creative commission system for Medicare that you've ever seen. I'm not ready to put it on a sheet. And by the way, this most aggressive, put it this way, we're going to pay out to the producer the highest that CMS allows, and it started the beginning of AEP. So if anybody wrote it thinking you were going to get this, you're going to get this. Okay? Does that make sense? So that one's retro all the way back to the end of AEP. I can't wait to roll it out. We're going to be able to recruit the world. Now here's the big question. Is this available? If I wrote a policy today, do I get the 22% raise?
What's the question? What's the answer?
Effective 10 minutes ago at 12:30, every single thing that gets issued. So if you wrote something 2 weeks ago and it gets issued today, you're going to get a 22% raise. So if it issues yesterday, it's water under the bridge. It's spilled milk. It's gone like yesterday, gone like a freight train. It's out of here. But here today, going forward, one of my friends, he texted me, he said, I'm crying. I said, are you all right? He said, I'm $10,000 all right, because Miss Cakes ain't going to get issued until Monday. It's going to draft on Monday. He getting $10,000 more dollars.
Wow.
But, so,
that's crazy.
God. So anything issued today forward, even if you wrote it 2 months ago and it's been dragging, this is the first time and the last time ever in your life you will get paid more for dragging something out. Don't never look for that again. It's 1 in a million. Don't be like, I remember this time a long time ago dragging it out, paid off. Don't look for that to happen again. So it's effective today. It's everybody. It's HMA. It's CVS. Did y'all see CVS? Y'all know 70% of all Americans live within 30 miles of a CVS. You go, wait a minute, is this CVS? Yeah, it's CVS, the, what do you call it, the drugstore, pharmacy. CVS Pharmacy is who this is through, and they got a bad to the bone final expense, as you can see. We got a couple other carriers that are going to put in here that got some great numbers. I think we've got another 100 coming. I think it's with American Amicable. So this is going to be crazy, people. What else am I supposed to say about that? Does everybody understand it's every product? If somebody comes up to me and says, what about Great Western? I'm going to be like, you think that includes every? How about National Life Group? All of them. So this is the grid. Whatever commission you're on, you multiply times the grid. But when you multiply anything times Forrester Strong Foundation, it is what it is. So whatever it was to start with, it's not going to change when you multiply times 100%. I know the mathematical ain't some of y'all's strong point, but the number times 100% is the number. It don't double.
That's right.
They'd be like, we're going to grow, 100%. You got to grow 200% to double. So if it stays the same, it's 100%. Okay, quick lesson. All right, y'all good? Yeah. All right, y'all grab a seat. I got a lot of stuff to talk about besides this. I am so excited about this, Terry. I'm going to tell you. Oh. Hey, y'all. What's happening? I'm facing out that way when I should be facing this way. How's it look over here when I'm doing like this? It's in my back. Okay, so I need to be doing like this right here to them. Well, there's more of them than there is of y'all. Okay. All right. Paul Roberts, unmute, brother. What do you think about this, Bo? So could they not see that when I was doing like this? They were seeing the back of it?
Yeah, we see it now.
Yeah.
My baby.
Yeah. My bad. We should have had a front and back of that thing.
Room here.
Look at that. Woo! You didn't believe it, did you, Bill? I see you texting. He's sending people, here's my grid, here's my grid. What do you think, Paul Roberts?
I really wish I was with you right now. The energy there sounds fun, man. Golly. Thank you. Hey, by the way, I did not know this was going to go live now. Like if you write something 2 months ago, this sucker's live today. It's going to get paid based off of that, what you're holding in your hand. I don't know how y'all pulled that off, but God bless you. Thank you. Woo! That's big right
today. Yeah, technology team, man. Robbie Kraft, the architect, Tony Hardy, all of them worked double time, triple time to make sure that it was available. And plus, they had a hint. Amazing. We were shooting for it. We thought it was going to be, we were first started out thinking Christmas. Then we were December 1, and then we were like, what if we could make it effective Thanksgiving? And then somebody said, why don't we just make it available now? Right now was the other option. Right now. All right. Tony Carey, what do you think? Hit the unmute.
I am so excited for right here. So when I heard that, I just want to run through the streets naked, of course with a mask on, but I just want to run through the streets naked. I don't care about nothing else, hair on fire. I got my mask on, and I'm pretty sure I can talk my way out of it. No police will pull me over. This is the biggest, most exciting news that we have had here at the Alliance. I don't know, since I don't know when, but I'm just telling you, this is going to change, and I'm so grateful for what you have done for us. I'm so grateful that you have talked to integrity and helped make this difference. This is real. This is 22% across the board, effective today, and I'm not going to sleep tonight thinking about the lives it's going to change and how you went to bat for us and what's going to happen with this organization and how we are going to double, triple. And this is just, they called it the roaring 20s in the 1900s. We're about to hit the roaring 20s come 2020, 2021, and it's going to be ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to sit here.
Big thumbs up.
What's up, Jason? What's up, Randy? What do you think, Bill? You going to go to work now? He said, I'm going to go to work now. I've been holding back.
No, I ain't been holding back, but this is damn exciting, dude. I got people texting me left and right. Andy's a genius. Andy's awesome. I'm telling people Andy's going to bat for us. there's no other CEO in the world, man, that does what you do, brother. Thank you so much for always looking out for us. You could easily dip out and say, peace, I got mine. But you want us to get ours too, dude. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
We were fired up about it. What do you think, Noel Leventovich?
Oh my gosh, I'm so fired up out of my mind. I can't stand it. Andy, y'all just have no idea what you got your hands on right now. I tell you what, with the additional income that this is going to be putting into all of our pockets, and the opportunity that Andy already has for us to be partnered with a multi-billion-dollar business. I tell you what, each of you out there, you have got no idea yet, but you have an opportunity to be partnered with Integrity Marketing and be able to lay the foundation in the next 24 months to blow this thing up. There's nobody else out there that's got anything like this, and I want y'all to know what Bill just said about Andy laying it on the line. He laid it on the line for us. He laid it on the line for me. He laid it on the line for you to grow. It's our duty to grow. I'm so grateful. We're growing. I don't know what everyone else is doing, but we are growing and going, and now is the time. Now is the time. I'm fired up, Andy. I can't stand it.
All right. There's so many things that were locked in my head. Like, for example, when I tell people, Bill, I think it's one of your guys on your team. I'm not sure if it was him, but I was like, you got to understand this. All you got to do is getting 10 people selling 10,000. That's 100,000. Even if they're your same commission, you're making $8,000 a month off a glow. You understand? That's true now. It's just very simple. So if you've got a 10% spread on that same group, that's $10,000 a month. If you've got 10 points plus 8, like if you're at a 90, if you're at 100 and they're at a 90, so you're in a glow and they're in a glow, you're going to make $18,000 a month on people just selling 10,000 a month. We've got people like Megan Wood. Where's my magazine? Have y'all seen this? Where's my magazine? On the cover of the magazine, she's writing 30,000 a week. She's writing. So if you have 10 like this, if you have 2 like this, a 10% plus a glow bonus, because the glow bonus is perfect with Forrester Strong Foundation. And that's going to be our go-to. That's what we're going to sell. And if somebody says, well, what if I write guaranteed issue? Well, guaranteed issue don't pay as much. Duh. Take your commission level, if it's 80, and multiply times this number. If it's 120 as your commission level, multiply times this number. That's how we figure out what the other products pay. That way, as you asked for about 4 years ago, Tony, I think this is exactly what you wanted. Now an 80 is 80, right? Because it's 80% of the glow, and an 80 is an 80 on Strong Foundation. So an 80 is an 80 is an 80. So I got it almost right the first time, but it wasn't right. But as soon as we figured out what we meant, we did it. Is that fair enough? You understand what this is true, Tony? You remember having that conversation, Tony?
Yes, I do.
And
I
now
remember.
You wanted it.
We got to do this. We got to do this. It will change our business. It will absolutely explode what's going to happen. I have no doubts. People who are writing 10,000 are going to start writing 20,000. People who are writing 20,000 are going to start writing 40,000. We're going to see records, bro. Like I just imagine that we're going to see more people issuing $100,000 a month personally. We're going to see more agency managers, and I think the next year is going to be a record number of people that are going to go partner because of what you did here for the Alliance, what you did for each and every one of us that has just made this so much better. And you went out there, met with integrity, said, we've got to make this happen. And then you made it happen. You delivered it, not a month and a half, not 2 months from now, but you were like, we got to get it done now and right now. And that's how you made it happen. And I'm just so incredibly excited for what's happening. It's Thanksgiving. I'm grateful. I'm excited.
The only thing I would tell you, Tony, is different. You were on a 110 and you wanted a 110 to be a 110 to be a 110. So we went through the process. Now 120 is a 120 is a 120. Does that make sense? So this is so explainable and so clear now. By the way, I see Bruce Barack has joined us. I think they may be the carrier that gets the biggest benefit. I'm going to tell you, Bruce, everybody's like, oh my God, look how good Forrester's is. I'm like, whoa. It was always that big of a difference, but they didn't see it because now it's got 3 digits. Right now, it's the only product with 3 digits. You go from 2 digits to 3 digits. But every product went up 22%, guys, but it certainly put Forrester's in the limelight, and clearly we have the great relationship with them. Bruce, was it late last night? I remember to call you. I was like, I ain't even told Forrester's about this.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you last night. Are you out of your mind? I know you've had time to sleep on it, brother, but I'm going to tell you this, Andy, I got to thank you and the Alliance just right from the bottom of my heart, because when I look at this, I know how special the TWC is. I know how special the comp and the field force is to you. To have myself and Forrester's on this call, I'm truly humbled. I understand why you have us on, because you want the best talking to the best of your people. So I get it. That's why we're here, brother. So I just really feel fortunate and really appreciate this as we're in that time to give thanks. Last night when you called me and you told me that you were doing this, and I said to you, are you out of your mind? Because this is life-changing for a lot of people. Noel Leventovich just said, we're growing and we're going, and now you're glowing still. Like to have still the glow be part of the compensation package, I'm going to tell you that's unheard of in this industry. It just gives the Alliance field another reason to be thankful tomorrow because of everything that you're doing. A 22% increase in compensation, an opportunity that you have in front of you. I said it's going to be a miracle if you pulled this off, but it's a Christmas miracle that came a month early, right? When you talk about strong foundation, there is no other product in the field like it for a term product, and that's your product, is that when you take a look at strong foundation, that the 15-year pays full comp as a 20, 25, and 30-year term. You talk about the broader underwriting. You talk about the convertibility. You talk about the member benefits and the tobacco definition. What other carrier in this industry has a product like it that has all those advantages for your clients? No one but Forrester's. Then Andy, earlier this year, we unveiled Bright Future, the juvenile whole life, on both a paper and an e-app with a 10-pay. And then December 12th, we're going to relaunch the Prepared, the accidental death product. Again, you guys asked for it. We're delivering. This is a time of uncertainty. But, at the same time, it's us to continue to drive, continue to enhance. It's not been an easy year. Yet, Andy, I know that you in building this commission grid, and, you had to sell it to integrity. And that's not always easy because those guys are investors, man. They look at the bottom line. So that just proves that they're trusting and entrusting in you to help your team be more successful. As I always say, I already know you guys are successful. Why? Because I see the numbers. I see what's going on in the field. There can only be one number one. And at Forrester's, I'm thankful that we are your number one, that you have chosen us. Here at Forrester's, we love the Alliance. For 15 years, you have been our number one partner through thick and thin. We have dealt through the battles. We got your back, baby, 100%. Yes, 100%, just like the strong foundation on that 100% grid. Not 50-50, 100%. For myself personally, the last 2.5 years has been incredibly special because I have been given the opportunity to be your liaison to Foresters. And I'm telling you, from that very first day in Hawaii to today that I sit there every day, I'm more and more welcomed by you and your group. And to me, that's what really shows me just why you, Andy Albright, and NAA are number one with me and Foresters. I'm going to tell you, I know you stuck your neck out once again, but you're proving your leadership to your team because guess what? I know it wasn't an easy sell because when you're talking to investors, they're looking at the bottom line. We got actuaries that I got to talk product to, and I got to talk about profitability, and it ain't easy conversations, I'll tell you that. But this new commission structure you have, I'm going to tell you, I applaud you and your team for putting it together. And we know this isn't a marathon or a sprint. The next 7 months, as we look ahead, are going to be incredible for you and your team. I know we're going to blow the doors off. We're going to raise the roofs, and we're going to continue to go. But it gives us something to be really special about 2021. Because we're coming through this time of uncertainty, the unrest that we have, and you've said it many times, invest in your business, invest in yourself. This absolutely proves that you are the believer in that. It's going to be huge. This is a time to remember, not just because of this COVID experience, but rather this opportunity. Okay, I've said enough. So to wrap it up, Andy, I just want to thank you and the Alliance for a great 2020. Despite everything that is going on around us, this is the time to get out there, to recruit more agents, to develop more producers, to build your business. If you can't do it now, when are you going to be able to do it? Thanks to you, on behalf of Foresters, for bringing us on this journey, brother. We look forward to the next 15 years, and we are so thankful for you, Jane, the Albright family, and the Alliance Group for bringing us aboard. And everybody, happy Thanksgiving.
Woo, Foresters! So, and I was on the horn with your boss, with Matt Berman. He got it immediately. He's like, oh, I get it. I know what you're doing. It is brilliant. I mean, he was so fired up about it. I told him y'all were going to be number one. He was not surprised, and he was 100%
Okay, so
supportive.
you woke him up last night, you know. And then he texted me at 3 a.m. and said, are you still up? And I said, yeah, I'm doing some stuff. And because we had a board meeting this morning. And he said to me, he said, so I've had about a couple hours sleep. And I'm thinking, Andy woke me up and told me, but I am so incredibly stoked about this. If he pulls this off, which he's done now, the NAA Alliance family has got to know the advantage they have. And you know what? This just strengthens the synergy of partnership that we have, man. So I just thank you for doing that.
Woohoo! Yeah, I think he gets it. He got it as quick as anybody. I will tell y'all, the chief revenue officer at Integrity got it too. He's like, I see what you're doing. I know it looks like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars going out, because it is. But if you understand the power of doubling and tripling, and if you can have exponential growth, this will be the best and biggest bet you've ever made in your life. I was like, dude, I'm pushing. I am all in. Like, I'm telling you, I'm all in on this, I believe. And I told the CEO, Brian, I was like, I'm trying to show you my patience the best. I told him that was my best patient weekend. We were texting, emailing all. It was Sunday, emails going back and forth between the PricewaterhouseCooper, the accountants, and Preston, Sockwell, and Kraft, and just saying, hey, here's if we did this. I mean, it was one of those where you're at the crap stable like, all right, we need a 2-2, baby. You know what I'm saying? We need a 2-2. We need a 4 like you ain't never seen a 4. We got numbers laid out, credentials laid out, chips stacked up. Got 2 Rolex watches already done, threw them on the table. And I can't believe it's 2020. That's 2020. 2-0, and we got a 22% raise. If you're one of those stars lines up people, I bet you are spinning around like Saturn right now. Like, oh my God, the stars aligned and everything. Ah! And that was right in the middle of that COVID thing too, right? Guys, this is crazy. I do have some stuff to lay out for you. I do want to share the leaderboards with you, what's going on. I'm not sure exact. Oh, I bet you Alliance Zoom can pull those up. Who is running that for me? Is that the way that works? Can we pull up leaderboards and talk about those? Somebody grab me a handful of those books over there, will you? We got all. Oh, here's the grids too. Y'all pass those grids out. So we got the grids going out to everybody. And those of you that I have shared. Oh, that's interesting. You're going to be able to. All right. They were handed out. Okay. All right. All right. You know, I'm not going. I don't know if. I can't tell what's going on here. Does anybody, technology people, can y'all tell me? What do I see? Do I see me here? Do they see me there? Say again? Okay, so this right here shows up on the show. Okay, all right, good deal. That's what I need to know. But if I want to see them, I'll look over here. But what they saw over there, they had to see that from that camera. Were you switching back and forth cameras? On their Zoom, they're looking over my shoulder. Okay. All right, good deal. Okay, so these are the Safe Money Annuity books that are co-authored by a ton of our managers and Gina Hawks and Chris Norris, so a ton of credibility to help move annuities. We have ordered the IUL books. Not sure if we'll get them before Christmas, but they'll definitely come in at the for the national convention that is on. And due to the COVID laws, we've spread it out over 4 different weeks. And is that true? COVID laws? Is that a word? I don't know.
Close enough. Let's go with it.
The Corona. Due to us drinking so much Corona, we decided we're going to spread the convention out over. All right, so these things are out. These books are incredible. I got the leaderboards. I got some training to do. Where's my book? I just saw my book. Did I put it over there? Oh, here we go. Hey, if you've got this book, if you got it handy, turn to page 178. We're going to talk out of that. The highest, okay, giving a person a raise is giving them more money. It's not a way to get them to move, okay?
Yeah.
Getting a person to move is the highest paid talent you can have. Okay. Now, if you're a football coach and you can get a kid to risk his life and hit another kid as hard as he can with the possibility of having a concussion and dying every single play, that's getting them to move. Yeah. Does that make sense? If you can get a kid to take a baseball coming in at 105 miles per hour and going to hit him, and he just stands there to get hit so he can get on base, that is wanting to win. Does that make sense? You say, I thought you were supposed to get him to move and you got him to stand still. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah. He stands still and get hit. See, most people can't get people to move. They can't get them to do anything. You put them in a position of authority, they go, well, I fire them if they don't work. Well, that's different. You with me? I'm talking about where they want to, because you can make a person fire them if they don't come to work, but they come to work like this right here. That is not the same thing as them come walking there like, woohoo, here we go. Or like when they come out on a football field bouncing around like this, they ain't coming out there like, I'm making $7 million, but I wish I could have been at my kid's birthday party on Saturday. You know, if you get them wanting to win that national championship more than anything, that's where you will make hundreds of millions of dollars. And you got to learn what you do that destroys it and then what you do that moves them along. Does that make sense? This is a 10-day seminar that I'm going to try to knock it out in about 30 minutes, talk about how do you get people to move. People ask me all the time, hey, I got this guy, but I can't get him to move. And I go, you're doing it wrong. You're holding your mouth wrong. You're saying the wrong stuff. You're looking at them wrong. You're talking about the wrong things. You're not asking the right questions. So I'm going to take you through a formula. It's actually on page 178 that goes through that formula of how to get somebody to move. But I'm going to get into it, tie that into this new commission grid and all the materials we got. This thing's going to be crazy. Okay? I want to show you the math. All right, let's talk about the leaderboards. Let's see who is killing it. Oh, so they didn't got the teaching of it. Come back to the leaderboards for me. I'm sorry, I tricked you into doing that. Let's see what we got here. All right, here we go. Stephanie Rodriguez is smoking with the Foresters. Now that it's 100, you think she'll write more? You know she is. Well, then now she's going to have a competition because everybody else going to understand Foresters. This is a bad to the bone, red, black, blue, and gold Rolex. It's a limited edition Pepsi Rolex that was manufactured in the same year that we started this company. It got its start in 2002. We got our start in 2002. The guy that you were just on here, Bruce Barak, got that money from Foresters. We got that watch late after the other contest, and I was like, how could we buy it and give it away? And Foresters agreed to buy it. I've seen them priced $15,000. I've seen that watch priced at $35,000. So you can look it up. It's a 2002 Pepsi limited edition Rolex. It's bad to the bone. It's beautiful. Stephen Davies is coming on strong behind. Stephanie, I'm telling you, Davies has the ability to crank it up and get that watch. Danny Johnson, my buddy from about 24 years we go back. Took me 13 years to recruit the dude. I mean, you talk about staying after, getting him to move. You know what I finally had to do? I finally had to get Laurie on the phone and get Laurie to tell him to do it, and she got to let him have it, and that was all she wrote. And now look at Danny Johnson. Jonathan Maggie-Yakey, but look at this. So really, it's those top three. All right, what we got up next? Me, I saw you on there. You coming on. All right, 10K Warriors. We are giving out these bad to the bone t-shirts. Roll me back that t-shirt. These bad to the bone t-shirts. Every single day, finding a way to do 10,000 a week. Everybody trying to write 10,000 a week. Nina Wilson got the first one. Joe Dukes, Megan Wood. How many we doing about? These are all. There's Mia. I saw her. There go Mia right there. Woo! Terry, you up in here? Terry's already got the shirt. How many we giving away? Good gosh. We are smoking through this. We just started this contest. Is that it? Do we have more? So we have 68. How many of those do we have? 200? 200 of those. So there's a few more. Get you 10,000 issued. T-shirts to be in the mail. Fidelity and Guarantee giving away cash. We got 1,500 right now. It's headed to Mark Muller. Coming on strong behind is Otsoy. He gets 700. So there's $3,000 I think tied up here. And then everybody that writes business with F&G is going to get this cool vest. So all these people are vested. You say, are you vested? No, I ain't vested yet, but I'm going to be vested. All right, see what's next. Recognition. We're giving, oh, by the way, y'all going to give a 22% pay raise. Are you still going to give away $300,000 for recruiting in the fourth quarter? Yeah. This is insurance, baby. There's money in insurance if ain't nobody ever mentioned that to you. I'm just telling you, there's money in insurance. We're going to give away $25,000 worth of leads to the top personal producer that's in the fourth quarter. $25,000 worth of leads. Not bad at all. We call it lead cash. Janina Wilson is on track to win 10, earn 10. Belle Krause, 5. Chris and Courtney Long, $4,000. 3,600 to Alama. Stephanie Rodriguez. This is going to be a heck of a quarter for her. If she wins a Rolex, all expense paid to Chiang Mai and Phuket, and it's her second year in the business. No sales training whatsoever, just no crazy degree or not, just a working person, just like Megan Wood, just a working person. Jane Hill, now this one is smart. She got all kinds of degrees, man. Joe Dukes, Jonathan and Megan, tag teaming together, husband and wife. There's Danny Johnson. So this is $100,000 worth of cash going to be given out. It is, so here we go. We're going into December, right? Tuesday is December 1st. We're the last month of this contest. Let's see what's next. Is it recruiting? Manager recruiting? This is, still in Versatile Production. Hutchinson, Debbie Ben, Austin Heater, Jared Gonzalez. All these will be posted on Band Going down to the next one, please. Here we go. Non-agency manager recruiting. Joseph 2 has put in 37 direct to him, on track to win 25,000. Lua Body has put in 19. These are non-agency managers. So we take all the agency managers. They don't count in this contest. How many people are you going to hire? Rosa Correa, I think she's been with the company 2 weeks. Not kidding. Steve Maxim and Adam Katz found her. She's fired up. Rodriguez, she's leading in production and recruiting. How's she do it? Her mama just started helping as secretary. She got 2 babies and a husband. Not a husband, a fiance. How's she do that? How does she manage to do what she's doing? If y'all met her, you need to meet her, talk to her. Meet Megan Wood and talk to her. Talk to these people. Salzabar, Anna Salzabar, Steve Maxim, there he is. So Maxim put in 8, and one of them was Rosa. He put in 8, and one was Rosa. Does that make sense? So he gets count for, she only counts as one of hers, and then she's done smoked past him. So you can pass the person that hired you. Billy Cream, 6. Adelia Reyes, that is Lee Reyes' mama. They call her Mama Reyes. She's killing it. Noel Wilson, part of Bill's team. This is good stuff. All right, let's see what's next. $100,000. In our agency managers, going down to agency managers. This is all posted on Band. If ain't nobody invited you to Band, say, why ain't you invited me to Band? Get on Band, you can see all of these. Agency managers, Andy Riddle is almost 3 times bigger than number 2. What is he doing different? Ask him. I'll get him on here. We'll get a Zoom call and let him tell you. But let me tell you something. You're going to get scared because it has to do with work. He's working his butt off. Mike Rodriguez is part of Paul Roberts' team. He is number 2. Adam and Beth Katz, one of my buddies from 27 years. We go way back, all kinds of money-making deals we got into. So 25,000, 10,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,600. Diane Lampy, she wasn't even on here. Now she's up at number 5. Jason Mathis has been smoking this thing. Look, he's got 16 direct to him, and then down in depth, 20 more people got in. How about this? Rodriguez has 44 in depth. By the way, that Joseph 2 is one of them that's recruiting like crazy under in depth, which it counts for Rodriguez because it's depth. Rodriguez, put in some width, brother. You can catch up to him. Mike Morisi, I've been talking to his people. He's got some great ones. Paul Roberts, ABTF Blue. Sharp, is that you? Clay Lucero. ABTF Red, ABTF Blue, that's our 2 groups in the base shop. Terry Edwards, there you go. 20 in width, 8 in depth, 28. It's cash, Terry. All right, what's next? We got the managers. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thailand, do we have any new? We're looking for new Phuket. All these people are going. Keep going. Is there any new people winning? I don't know. Megan Wood. Wait. Back it down here to Megan Wood. Let's explain something to you. She has won a trip for herself and a guest, fly from USA to Phuket, Thailand, spend a week, fly her to Chiang Mai, spend another 4 days, 3 or 4 days in Chiang Mai. Her and a guest, free. And sold enough that she can take another couple for free on this same trip. The first part and the second part. Is that crazy? Single mom. She was a waitress at Applebee's. Her mom and daddy driving her crazy. She has a bad-to-the-bone secretary. She did hire a bad-to-the-bone secretary, works like, and I think she hired a second secretary. She don't like doing no paperwork. She don't like doing all that stuff. She focuses on this. And she's always taking trips all over the country with her little boy. And a lot of times takes her mom and daddy. She's bad to the bone. Mark Hutchinson lives right down here in South Carolina. I think he lives in South Carolina. Is that right? Greenville, South Carolina. He's number 2. Look, Hutchinson's number 2 versus 608 versus 416. So if all of that was with Foresters, that would be $416,000 income. So it's a little bit less if he sells with other products. But if it was all Forester Strong Foundation, you understand, it'd be straight up. It'd be at least $416,000 because you know he's more than a 100% contract. So what if he's on 110? Well, well, then it will be $440,000 he made. You understand? This is huge if you understand the math on this. Nina Wilson, $402. Katrina Guston, $389. Jonathan and Megan Yakey. So, all right. Do we have any other contests besides the Chiang Mai? And is there anybody? Oh, here we go. Jake and Varay Joseph. Woohoo! Jake and Varay. Glad to have y'all on the team. Actually, they already won Phuket. They're going to Chiang Mai. So it's the extension they've won. All right. Any more new Phuket? More Phuket? I think we're good. Oh, we got another Rolex. We got more daggum contests going on in this company. This is for 13 different Rolex. This is on top of the money. This is on top of the money. On top of it. Megan Wood is on track to win her choice of 13 Rolexes. Hutchinson would get choice number 2. We'll lay them all out this January, and we'll let number 1 come pick, number 2 comes pick, and then number 13 to get what's left. That's the way to go down. It won't be bad. It'll be a Rolex. So right now that will be Adam Johnson, Joe Dukes, Mike and Michelle, Robert Wilson, Brant Swindell, Jake and Belle Krause, Paul Menachino and Sam, Jonathan and Megan, Katrina, Janina, Jane and James, Mark Hutchinson, Megan Wood. Let's see who's close. Marcus Richardson is like 2 cases away. Chris Long is like 4 or 5 cases away. See how close it is? So these people get a little sticky note that says, congratulations. These people get Rolexes. That makes sense? Terry, you're going to get you a nice sticky note, just a little bit more, man. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. Let's see where you are, Terry Edwards. 275, 290. So that's what, 15 cases, 20 cases? It's in the pipeline. And getting a new comp on it. All right, Lenny, what we got next? Besides, there's Patzer. This is crazy. Power of 10. Michael Owens got somebody that wrote 10 grand. Olga and Jason Mathis. Justin and Sydney on their honeymoon, by the way, if you hadn't heard. Justin and Sydney got married. I talked to them last night on their honeymoon. I was like, y'all take a break for a minute. Talk to me. I got to talk 22%. Dr. Phil Abear. What else we got? Keep going. Is anything left? Is that last? Are we done? Bridget Springer, James and Stephanie Blatz, Robert Bell, and Anna. Somebody got to teach me. Anna keeps selling. I'm going to learn how to say her last name. She is a wild woman. She's brand new in the company, by the way, and it's number 20 month to date with the company. This is her 2nd month with the company, and she's number 20. That's what's fun. Is we're starting to find people that just step up, and they're not being held back by anybody else that hired them. They're just stepping up and going crazy. That is exciting. All right, what's next? Anything? We've got so many contests going on. Oh, my gosh. Recruits, leaderboard. All right, we're done. I'm not going to do that. All right. Woo! Yeah, y'all okay with that?
Yes, sir.
It's always boring if your name's not on there. You know, you're like, who cares? That's dumb. Why do we do leaderboards? And then when your name's on there, you'll be like, that's right. Let me take a picture of that so I can show Mama.
That's right.
Post that on your space page. What did they used to call it? What was that? MySpace. Put that on your MySpace. This is my MySpace right here. Oh, my God. All right. I got so much going on here. I saw these leaderboards. All right, here we go. Where's my month? Oh, here we go, month to date. Y'all want to hear month to date?
Yeah.
Anybody interested? No, y'all don't want to hear it.
Yeah, we do.
If your name ain't on it, I know. Top 10 month to date. Brian Rojas has issued 27 apps already this month for $26,000 in premium. See, that's what I like about this new comp deal. Whatever commission you own, if you own an 80%, you would get 80% of that. So he would have already made $18,000 if you own an 80% contract. If you own a 60% contract, it'd be 60% of this. Oh, they got it up there. Good job. See how he's got 26,000? So whatever comp you own, you just multiply times that number. So 80,000 is Belle Krause. You just multiply times that comp. Megan Wood, 65,000. So you said if she's a 100% contract, well, she on a more than 100% contract. If she's on a 100% contract, she makes $65,000 this month. If it's all foresters. Right. Does that make sense?
Right.
If it's all strong foundation. So it's just a factor. All right, so that month-to-date thing, I think that's cool. James and Jane, Kelly Haney, killing it. Jessica Phillips, killing it. All right, let's go to the teaching part. Tia. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's talk about this. How do you get people to move? How we doing on time? You've got to be. All right. All right, how are we doing on this? My staff, where's my ABTF at? Y'all come up here. ABTF, y'all come up here. Don't stand too close, but come up here where we can see who you are. Come over here on this side, I think. So Clay, did Lucero walk out on me? She have to get something? Okay. All right. So here we go. 4 ways to get a person to move. This is how you get people to move. Go to page, if you got 178 on you, this is the circle book, the Circle of You book. All right, this chapter, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Okay, so here's what I'm telling you. To get people to move, you need to get them by the head and get them by the heart. Okay? This, hand me that right there. A lot of this is head. A lot of this is the head, getting them to understand. A lot of the heart is where you connect. Okay? So this gives you 4, they give 4, slide down one more slide. One more slide. Tia, Billy, I don't know who I'm talking to up there. We need one more slide. There we go. Motivation, confidence, emotion, and cohesion. There's the 4 things we want to talk about. In this book, I don't define motivation. I looked it up and I put in there, it's the act or process of giving someone a reason to do something. The process of motivating somebody, the condition of being eager to act or work. Eager to hit the other player as hard as you can. Eager to get out of bed. Eager to make phone calls. Eager. Excited to do it. A force of influence that causes someone to do something. Okay. Is it possible y'all could pull up where I could draw something up there? Can y'all do that for me? Draw something on the magic board. Hey, Lucero, come on up here with us. You ain't bringing me tea, are you? If somebody knew that I needed some throat coat, warm, with a lot of sweetener in it, that'd be awesome. Because I've been talking, Terry. I have been on the phone, not just on Zoom calls with people, but a lot of it's been integrity and trying to get this thing worked up. Hey, buddy. All right. I think I can do it. They gonna do it for me. All right. You keep working on that. Let me know when you got it. All right. I want to show y'all. Okay, motivation. Let me see this. Advice, give a person a reason to change. How do you motivate people? Okay? You go hit that guy and knock his block off. We got a better chance of winning a national championship. You become a national championship, you got a better chance of being in the NFL. You will tell your grandkids this story. You will be a legend. You'll have your jersey up there in the rafters. That's right. You'll be in the Hall of Fame. Your kids will know that you were a winner. These are reasons to change. Does that make sense? So let me tell you how this works. Somebody hired you. Let's call them somebody, okay? Somebody hired you. And then you, Tia, are hiring other people. And then there's other people that are involved that are hired by somebody else. Other peers. So other people. Okay? So these people are your people. Right? So you want to know how to motivate them, but you want to know how to motivate you. Because people will say things like, I just can't get out of my own way, or I've got a lot of personal problems and situations. Yeah. Do y'all think I don't have personal problems and situations? Y'all are absolutely numbnuts. If you think that as crazy as I am, and you think I don't have situations and problems and maybe some lawsuits or something like that, I'm just telling you, bro, I'm a messed up mofo. How many of y'all think you might be related to me? Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I might be your cousin. I might be your neighbor. If you're a neighbor, you'd be in a war with me right now. We'd be in a fight. I took pictures of them fools cutting my tree down out there. What the hell hell y'all doing? Cut my tree down. Y'all hear what I'm saying? It's like motivation. How do you motivate this one? How do you motivate this one? And then you done hired Brandon, my man back there. How do I get these people going? I was like, well, let's do this. Let's talk about getting you going, and let's talk about them getting them going. The act, the desire, the willingness. Let me tell you the first thing you need to know about getting their heart. Head, we show them the grid, show them how to get moved up, show them how to get a Maybach, show them how they can travel, go to Chiang Mai, Thailand, travel the world, get a private jet, all that stuff, right? All that stuff is kind of head stuff. Heart stuff is, so where are you right now? You can't tell a person how to get from here, depressed, to here, excited, unless you know where they are. Find out who they are. Are they married? Do they have kids? Some guys talking to me the other day married. I said, bro, I bet you got some serious, you married? I bet you got single person problems. Yeah, you do. You married?
Yeah.
Married problems.
You know.
That's it works. You like boys? You got a boy problem. You like girls? You got a girl problem. I ain't got no problems. Yeah, we got problems. He go like, don't ask me no questions. How people say, I ain't got no problems. Like, come here, let me ask you something. When's the last time you had a date? I ain't had one. When's the last time you wanted a date? I don't want one. You got a problem. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Right.
There you got single person problems, bro.
Right.
If you married, you got married person problems. So find out, are they married? Then you know they got married problems. I ain't even thought about you being married. I should have pictured that right there. Now, see, I think differently where you are right now. And you got children. Let me just tell you, you got children problems. Hey, you got in-laws? You ain't got no in-laws. You ain't got no in-law problems then. You got mom and daddy? Yeah, got mom and daddy problems. He said, no, I don't talk to them. That's a problem. One girl said, I talk to mine too much. I said, that's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Find out where people are, and then you can help them get to where they need to be. A lot of my motivation, matter of fact, more of my motivation comes from where people are. That makes sense? Like people are scared or something, like scared to fly. I'll be like, you're about 100 times more likely to get killed by a drunk driver on the ground than you are in a plane. Pilots, they don't like them drink and drive. I mean, they got real strict policies, and there ain't as many of them. They got a close eye on them. And you with me? You can smell their breath before you get on a plane. The chances of getting killed by a drunk driver are flying, and people still scared of flying more than they are driving. And then we talk about the COVID. See, and I go two ways on the COVID. I'm a big fear guy. Like, y'all all going to die from COVID. I'm just telling you. That thing's the most dangerous disease that's hit this world. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of people have died. Almost half the population gone. People, I didn't know all that. I go, like, me neither. I'm just making stuff up, because the more scared you are, more like you buy life insurance. Does that make sense? So how come you ain't scared? I'm too dumb to be scared. How about that? Does that make sense? So if I find out where people are, if they're scared of COVID, how about this? Remember, I don't know if ain't all y'all been around the whole time with AIDS. When the AIDS scare come out, don't touch me, you might have AIDS. And then you got AIDS, you ain't going to go to the hospital. They don't want to have to do surgery on you. Doctor had to do it anyway. Does that make sense? Now people say, they don't let me come over my house with COVID. I said, you let their air conditioning go out in Florida. They'd be like, bring you COVID and your tools.
Right.
Somebody fix my air conditioning. But trying to figure out where people coming from and what they thinking by asking them a lot of questions about who they are. This is the biggest, when you talk about getting a person to move and you need motivation, find out where they are. Here's what you need to know. You can't change people. You can't. But you can give them power. And the way you give them power is through understanding. Think about this. When me and you talked first time, Terry, I was like, I understand where you're coming from. And you were like, you understand where I'm coming from. Yep. So, Annette, if you're in a client's house and you understand them, that's when you get the sale. Have you noticed that? When you can't you ever said like, I don't understand where you're coming from, you ain't never going to get a sale. But if you know how much they love their children, you know how much they appreciate the house they're in, you know, oh my goodness gracious, thank you. You know where you stand. you'll get a sale.
Right.
So if you know where your agent is, I bet you can get him to move. It's not the only thing it takes, but that's how you get people motivated.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So a lot of people say, well, I don't understand why you ask him so many. Like, I want to ask this dude so many questions. What's your name, sir? Somebody throw him a mic. I just want to do it, you know? I want to do it. As a matter of fact, whoever hired him, they're going, I hope he asks him questions because I know it'll make him want to do it more. It's the weirdest thing, just to find out who they are. What's your name? Herman? Hyman. How you spell that for me? Jaime. You said it looks like Jamie. You can say it however you want to. I know this guy's name is Weinberger. I said I'd be Winberger if I was you. He said, all right, that does it. My name's Winberger. And then I had another one. His name was Dog-et. I said, look like Doge to me.
I know that's right.
He said, my name's Doge. What are you talking about? I was like, sorry about that. Didn't mean. He went right, you know what I'm saying? He switched fast. Jaime. I can remember how to say Jaime. Stand up here, Jaime, will you? Yeah, right here. Yeah. Don't get too close. Might have COVID. Jaime, tell me something about yourself.
I'm from Winston-Salem, and yeah, Trefo. And
Who invited you out here?
Junior Korea.
Junior Korea?
Yeah.
He told me about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of work you been doing?
Construction, just like finishing, like covering up the drywalls, like with the paste on it.
I know how to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just because I got them girl hands don't mean I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
How to do it.
I mean, I want those hands too pretty soon.
I think I put up one board of sheetrock in my life.
Or?
And I said, I got it.
Nah, it's strong.
I said, I got it. You know? No, I didn't hold it up, to be clear. Somebody else hold it up. I probably shot it with a nail gun or something. Put a little bit of that paste on it. Can you do concrete? You know how to do concrete?
Nah, I tried it though. I'm brick
Hard work
mason.
right there, Bo.
Yeah.
My daddy could do all that. He could do concrete, lay bricks, lay cinder blocks, sheetrock, paste stuff. Can you paint?
Nah. I'm close to your dad though. I can do a lot of things. I can do a lot of different construction things.
Can you put a corner together on a 2x4s? You know how to do that?
I don't know about that.
Can you know how to put shingles on?
Nah.
I
Not
just
yet.
warned you about construction. You got a family?
No. Just my soon-to-be wife.
Ah, let's get her up here, Jaime. Jaime and soon-to-be wife. Look at here.
Yeah.
Junior Korea. Let her have the mic. What's your name?
Daymar.
Daymar.
Yes. Y-M-A-R.
D-A-Y-M-A-R. Daymar.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all got a date set?
A what?
He says soon-to-be wife. That's what he said.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, we're not engaged.
Mm-mm.
Are you
We're
sure
just dating.
then? Are we, I mean, we don't want to do no proposal right now. I'm just trying to, so what's that? Do the mic.
It's a solid foundation right now.
It's a solid foundation. That means you ain't messed up too bad.
Yeah.
Right? Not yet. But you got you looking, you watching. You see, this, if you get to know somebody and learn who they are, you'll know a lot of things they're dealing with, right? Is he trying to save up money for that diamond? Does she want a diamond?
Well, she want one.
Oh! But you follow what I'm saying? It's like, this is motivation. Understanding where a person is in life goes a long way to motivation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do y'all feel it? Do you feel the pull?
Yeah, I feel the energy.
Yeah, you feel the energy.
Yeah.
But when I'm talking about y'all, right? And y'all live in Winston-Salem. And Daymar.
Yeah, Daymar.
What kind of work you do, Daymar?
Right now I'm not working. I am working on like getting my license, trying to get up the charts.
So you're getting licensed to go do business with us?
Yes.
Okay. So you know Junior Korea's story and how he's made a lot of money? And
yeah, he does
whole
crazy
concept.
money at the moment.
He's what?
He's doing crazy money at the moment.
He is making crazy money at the moment, but it's just beginning. All this grid stuff we talked about,
Yeah.
I think he's going to do more. And y'all got no children?
No, not yet.
No children. And so you should keep asking questions. I can go 8 different routes, Do you like sports? Where do y'all like to eat? Have you ever traveled? Have you ever been to Canada? Y'all ever been to Thailand?
No.
You ever been anywhere in Asia?
No.
Ever been to Germany, Africa? Would you like to go to some of these places?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be dope.
That would be dope. No drugs.
Yeah, not drugs.
We selling hope, not dope. I know what it means. So finding out where people are has a lot to do in telling them how to get there. Finding where they are has a lot to do with how to get there. Okay? Now, I will tell you, you can't motivate everybody, but everybody that gets this does feel that change, okay? Next one in here is called, y'all stay right there if you don't mind. If y'all got health issues like me, you can sit down. Confidence. I want to do this confidence one. So the second one that we held up is confidence. This one says grow. Let me come back to this. So if it's you who needs to get motivated, write down where you are and go to somebody that you care about and get them to understand where you are. And the more you get somebody to more understand, the more you're going to get motivated. If you could, it's going to blow your mind. Okay. All right. So let's go to the confidence. Do you have confidence? How do I get Jaime confident and Damar? How do I get them more confident? How do I get more confident? How do I get more confident? Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is interesting. What my psychologist says is grow self-belief to want to compete with others. And I have been saying this for years, but I'm more committed to it today than I've ever been. Okay? Here's the way it goes. I have seen how crazy that Kid Rock is, and I got an idea how much money he makes. I think if that fool can make the money, I can make the money. You call that competition. Okay? If I can take and introduce you to Megan Wood, and you say, if Megan can do it, I know I can do it. That's called competing. Have you met anybody yet that after talking to them, you'd be like, I think I can do that based on this person can do it?
Yeah. Actually.
Don't say names.
No,
this is, you understand? Because it's a bit of an insult. You know? You understand what I'm saying? Like if he talked to Junior Korea and be like, I know damn well I can do it now. I done talked to that Junior Korea. I'm going to tell you one thing. That joker. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like, oh, you sold to IUL? You know, you with me, Brandon? You with me? It's just like, oh my God, if this joker can do it. So I've said this before. I was so depressed when I was a young kid. And I just thought, I am an idiot. I'm just not that smart. Because I've got all these, what's your name, sir? Jesus.
Zeus.
You quick. Zeus. Z-E-U-S.
Yeah.
All right, listen to this. Come on, stand a minute. Let me tell you this. Here's the way this works. Come here. Watch this. Come here. Stand up. This is psychology. I don't know if you ever heard this before. She looks at you, that Duke hat, and she's thinking, he don't care about nothing. He's got everything in a little pile, got his cute girlfriend, got a dog, don't even shed. That's how good his dog is. Does that make sense? And look at him. He dressed like he don't care what nobody thinks. He's his own man, no fears, no worries, got everything he ever dreamed of. And he's looking at her and looking at him, she's like, God help, that girl's rich. God help, look at her. She don't have any insecurity whatsoever. So typically, that's the way we all work. Is when we see the other person, we think their marriage is perfect, and especially if you look on that MySpace thing, right? You look on Facebook. Here they are. Here's my phone. They poked the ass just right, get a booby there, and they had the best looking man you ever seen, just an arm right around him. Then they got a different guy, and they be like, look, they get whenever they want. You understand what I'm saying? That's the way people think. You know how, let me tell you how a person is insecure? It's when they try to look secure. everybody knows they got problems.
That's right.
Does that make sense? Ain't that weird?
Yeah.
But isn't that true?
Yeah.
I think Beethoven said it best. Was it Beethoven or Shakespeare? I think it's Shakespeare. He said, "Methinks thee dost protest too much." In other words, whatever you're overcompensating for. Does that make sense? Whereas people be like, they don't give a crap. They talk to you. Now, wait a minute until I get my hair fixed. Oh, got some emotional problems. You see what I'm saying? Where they just like, what you need? What you want? Like what he was doing? Massive confidence.
Right.
The way he talked, the way he's handling the mic, massive. You know? And you're going like, he's a construction guy. Somebody raised the boy right. Does that make sense? He's done had some upbringing. Somebody done told him he's somebody. Maybe he knows Jesus. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of them people know Jesus, they got that confidence, you know. They be like, you kill me, I'm going to heaven. I don't want to go now, but I sure ain't scared to go. Or maybe one guy say, I ain't scared to go back to prison. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody like that, you know, been to prison. Don't mess with them. When Damon West come in here, Jeff Bright said, remember, he'd been in prison 7 years. I'm just telling you. Be careful around that jerk. I said, yes, sir. Is this helping? Does this make sense? Yeah. So confidence, believe it or not, the older I got, I remember I met Ludwig. Ludwig, these twins live around. You look them up. Twins. Ludwig brothers. And I went to high school. I was impressed. They was wrestlers at Western Alamance. He became a supervisor at Glen Raven. I sat down in the office. He started talking to me about stuff. I walked out of his office. I was more confident than I began. Because I was a college student, and this guy was supervisor, and he was saying some stupid stuff that I thought was stupid. I was like, he don't know nothing. And then I was thinking, here's what I thought of myself. I ain't dumb as I thought I was. After I met Mr. Ludwig. No offense, Mr. Ludwig, if you ever see this, but I was thinking to myself, I ain't dumb as I thought. And the more people I'd meet, you know, somebody say, well, how'd you get hurt? Well, I stuck my finger in an electrical socket. I said, why would you do that? I don't know, just did it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? People sick, y'all know people do that, right? Yeah. Like, this guy shot himself, missed. How you do that? You know what I'm saying? Just like, always hurt real bad now. So he's depressed and hurt real bad. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. People say, don't make fun of that. I ain't making fun of that. I'm just telling you. Does that make sense? The more I look around, the more I see people that I'm going like, I think I could do it. Does this help? Yeah. You know? So instead of thinking like, and here's another thing. When I show people, this leaderboard, here's what people do. They look at all the dum-dums below them. That does not help your confidence. Because you're like, I'm beating him. That does not develop your confidence. What develops your confidence is where you go, God bless Joe Walker. I can cook a better big old butt than he can. I can grill barbecue better than he can. And I can outsell him. And here's the way it's always said. I can out-hustle him. If you're a hustler, your confidence goes up. So if you can get to these, meet Joseph Dukes, meet Kelly Haney. Kelly, we'll put her up on a video. We'll talk to her a little bit right here. We'll see if you think you can beat her. Does that make sense? But looking at the people that are doing better than you, like for example, I have people look at their uncles and aunts and cousins and family, and they're making more money than all their family, and then they sit down. You with me? Yeah. But by looking at people that are better than you and saying, I think I can do it if he can do it. I think I can do it if she can do it. And then you hear all these people argue. Well, that's not being content. Being content is best. Here's the way it works. Being content is being the best you can be and being content with that. It ain't half-assing it and him whooping you and saying, the Bible says be content. The Bible said be best you can. Is that the best you can do? Is that your best rank? Because if that's your best rank, I guess you should be content. But if you're thinking to yourself, I know I can be better, well then pick out a couple of them. Pick out Lindar Cook. Pick out Swindell, Jessica Phillips. You'll meet Jessica Phillips and say, I think I can do it if Jessica can do it. This is competition. So getting people to meet the competition that they think they can do something about it and they can compete. You finding people that you think that you can compete with that are better than you. Having everybody. I do not know. I think Stephanie Rodriguez figured that out. She just started looking around and was like, these people are not any better than I am. And I was like, Stephanie, I don't even want to tell you something about some of these people. Because if I tell you, you will think you're bad to the bone. And she was like, don't tell me about them because I might have to know about me. I said, let's just outwork them. Let's just go to work. Let's out-focus them. Let's out-concentrate them. Let's out-hustle them and see what happens. This is how you move people. It's motivation and then confidence. Emotion. Enthusiastic, grasp a positive feeling, trick yourself into the mundane. All right. Bring the energy. If you say, I'm not energetic. Well, when I come walking out here and I talk to y'all, I don't have a choice. I've got to bring energy. So if you want to be successful and you get up in the morning, and I don't know if y'all feel like this, but whenever I ain't got like 10 things on my schedule, and since I moved to my island, and since I got bought out Integrity, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I ain't got nothing to do till 9 o'clock. I ain't got on my schedule. Normally, I got something I got to do at 6, right? Sometimes when I sit there, I go like, man, whew, almost like an anxiety comes over me, all the things I'm stupid and not doing right. You know what I do? I get up and take a shower. I get up and call somebody. I get up and start writing something. I get up and start reading, and I feel better all of a sudden. I act my way into a feeling. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's what enthusiasm and energy is when you act it. There's a thing where you can say, smile, and you will get there. Do your hands like this, and you will get there. Do your hands like this, and you will get there. The first person, the main person you want to get to have enthusiasm is you. And then you want to bring it to the meetings. I come to some of these meetings, some of these Zoom calls, and you just look at some people and like, somebody delete that video because he or she is depressing the whole video. You know, what do they call it when you got RBF face? Like your RBF face is showing up way too often. You know what I mean? And then the next person will be like, you know, giving it a nod, you know, like your job is to fake it. Some people say, faith it. I don't care. Just bring the God-blessed energy and quit being like a wet sock. You with me? Just come on, man. Let's go. So cohesion, the last one I'm going to say the least about. Like people, our team, have you ever heard this? The tougher the opponent, the more important unity is. The tougher the opponent, the more we all got to work hard. Well, what you're thinking is work together in unity. So this is a big concept right here. If this is you right here, if this is you, how do you bring unity just to you? Okay? In other words, I'm not worried about you and Terry Edwards and me. I'm worried about you having unity inside this circle. I don't know if you've ever heard this before. It's just gratitude. If you will talk about all the things you're thankful for, it pulls you tighter in to yourself. If you complain, you spread out and you look like you're not a power player. The more you bitch and complain, and I know, God, I want to talk to some of them about. I might hit some between the eyes here in a minute. I mean, just with words. But it's gratitude pulls you together. You can't do a damn thing about these people except winning. Winning builds unity. The more Paul Roberts wins, the more Levin Tovich, the more Terry Edwards, the more Andy Riddle, the more us five win, the more we're going to pull you towards you, and the more we're going to get unified, and we have winners, and we focus on the winners. If it's your personal situation, it's gratitude. Because if you get yourself in line, it pulls you closer to us. But if you there's some people, they're always going to find a hair in a biscuit. If they can't find a hair in a biscuit, they'll go get another biscuit looking for a hair. You know what I'm saying? It's just every single, if they have to, they'll sabotage it. They'll sabotage it. Something stupid.
Come on now.
Tracking with me on this? Y'all grab a seat. You grab a seat, Mia. My ABTF, y'all stay up here. Y'all been killing it. Y'all's numbers are just absolutely smug. You good for me. Just hold on to it. Okay. All right. I want to work with you on a couple things. Kay, can y'all go back to my Zoom people? I can see my folks. All right. So they don't see me, they see that.
Zoom sees you.
Huh?
I think this camera, this Zoom sees you.
The Zoom sees me, okay. But we don't know on the YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is right there.
YouTube is right there. So YouTube people are not seeing these faces? All right, good. Okay. So Lindar Cook, we just called your name several times. Kelly Haney, called your names a couple times. Billy Crane's name was on there. I want to introduce people to you guys. And the more y'all meet people and the more you open up a little bit, Billy and Kelly, people start to say, I can do this. The funny thing with me is I feel like all my managers think they can do what I do because I'm so dumb. And then I look at their numbers and I get laughing. I'm going like, you know, if it's so easy, why don't you go do it? Does that make sense? Because it is that easy. But then see, opportunity oftentimes is dressed up in overhauls. And it looks like work. You know why? Because it is. Opportunity is not a chance to set down, Otsoy. It's a chance to start working. Bill, this is an opportunity of a lifetime, which means the work of a lifetime. Does that make sense? You get NFL, I got an opportunity in NFL, you got an opportunity to go to work.
Yeah, for sure.
That work is opportunity. It's a definition. Is this making sense? All right, so I want to give you this, this concept about getting people to move and motivate. It's called the Donut Day. So I'm going to bring all these donuts up in here. We should have done that. Brought all these donuts in here. So you walk out there with donuts. You got chocolate donuts, strawberry donuts, lemon-filled donuts. Now let me tell you something. In some of these offices you get, no, I'm on the yo-yo diet. I'm on the Palipio diet. I'm on the, Skinner diet. Right? Nobody wants a donut. So here's what you do. And this will happen. Go somewhere and cut it up. Cut that thing about 5-6 pieces. Take about half of them, put them off, and just spread them out, just little bitty pieces. And just leave it setting out somewhere they're going to walk by it. And here's what people will do. I'm just going to try one little piece. I didn't want a whole donut, but a piece ain't going to hurt me. And then they try the chocolate, then they go on and try the strawberry, and then they don't want lemon to have his feelings hurt. Right? And then it's just plain glazed. They feel bad because he's plain. They go get a little taste of that. Next thing they don't know, eat a donut in a half. And them donuts will disappear. Y'all understand that? Y'all heard that before? It's lowering, making it easy for people. And then once they get started, we got the momentum going. So let's just come to Phone Team. Let's just think about who we want to recruit. Just think about it. You lower it down and you get them thinking. And then you say, that's what, you heard me say this, first name only. All I want is a first name. All I'm trying to do is make it easier for them. That's all I'm trying to do is say, what's the first name of a person you think you might want to recruit? Does this make sense? All right. I got another one for you. Come out with all kinds of coffee cups. Big pot of coffee and let people say, pick which coffee cup. And make sure there's a big variety. Got ones that are carved, got ones with chips on it, got pretty colors, got a plain old white one, got a Wolfpack one, got a Tar Heel one, and let people go to picking. You'll see them how they pick. Everybody tries to get the good coffee cup. What do we come out here to serve? Coffee.
Yeah.
The product is coffee. I call that the good stuff. So when you look at motivation and confidence and emotion and cohesiveness, what we're looking for in each case is the good stuff. It's a feeling we tried to create. Now, I don't know if you can, whenever I try to get this across to people, I feel like I'm struggling. In my mind, I'm usually playing a country music song or something, okay? So, Lindar, will you try to hit me with that Good Stuff by Kenny Chesney?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
It's the first long kiss on a second date. Mama's all worried when you get home late and dropping the ring in the spaghetti plate, 'cause your hands are shaking so much. And it's the way that she looks with the rice in her hair, eating bird supper the whole first year and asking for seconds to keep her from tearing up. Yeah, man, that's the good stuff.
I don't know if y'all, that's awesome, Lindar. So, well, me and my lady had our first big fight. So I drove around till I saw the neon lights. Y'all know where that is, right? A corner bar, and it seemed right, so I pulled up. Not a soul around but the old barkeep. Down at the end, looking half asleep. But he walked up to me and he said, "What'll it be?" I said, "The good stuff." He didn't reach around for the whiskey. He didn't pour me a beer. His blue eyes went misty and he said, "You can't find that here." 'Cause it's the first long kiss. You with me? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He's looking for the good stuff. You with me?
Yeah.
People pick out which coffee cup. People looking for the liquor. You with me? I'm talking about motivation is the good stuff. I'll guarantee you somebody will take a 20% raise and I didn't even want to say the stupid stuff they'll say. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's the good stuff. We got to focus on the good stuff. He grabbed a carton of milk and he poured me a glass, and I smiled and said, "I'll have some of that." We sat there and talked. As an hour passed like old friends, I saw a black and white picture and it caught my stare. It was a pretty girl with bouffant hair. He said, "That's my Bonnie." That picture was taken about a year after we wed. He said, "I spent 5 years in the bar when the cancer took her from me. But I've been sober for 3 years now because the one thing stronger than the whiskey." You with me? The sight of her holding my baby girl. I can't read it. Them songs mess me up because it gets me back. You can't break out in that rap song, can you, again, that you did, Lindar? These songs. Hey, how about the song you did for the Alliance? Can you do the one that you wrote for them?
Yeah. Sure. Me and my job had another fight, so I swore to myself it's time to take flight. But 3 years later, and here I am again. Then I found some insurance with the Alliance, got some leads and started dialing. $4,000 put in my pocket later in my first week. Yeah, man, that's the good stuff.
Good stuff. Woo! Y'all understand what we're talking about? The gratitude of what we got. Not what I coulda, shoulda, woulda got. Getting people to focus on the good stuff. Me and Adam Katz said this. I got a buddy, Adam Katz, been with me 27 years, Zeus. And we have done some stupid stuff trying to make money. But we've traveled to Prague together. We've been to Germany together. We've been hunting and fishing all over the world. We've rode yachts. We've cruised to Alaska. We watched a piece of a glacier fall down. Looks like a deadgum massive building. Sitting there drinking a cup of coffee. Just, God. I said, man, if we lost everything, we've had a damn blast. And we got each other. We got friends. Does that make any sense? You focus on the good stuff and have gratitude, it'll get you motivated. I got a lot more for y'all, but my time's up, and I ain't getting paid overtime today. I hope this helps on motivation. 22%. Our new books are out. Medicare sup compensation is going to be ridiculous. I got that ready to show anybody. Anybody that's involved in Medicare, I can show you what we're doing. It's going to be, you'll know, hands down, it'll mess you up. I'm so excited about the Alliance, and I'm so happy for 2020, and it's been an incredible year. It's just been an absolutely incredible year. I've loved it, and I hope 2021 is going to be better. This is a week to be thankful. Make sure you think about the good stuff in your life and the good stuff in your Alliance. Let's kill this thing. Love y'all. Night-night. Bye.